It doesn't matter if you're a B2B, B2C, or an entrepreneur. Video is the most effective way to market your business in 2019. In today's video, I'm going to share 4 video marketing tips for startups in 2019. I'm Sivan Felder, and I'm the head of video marketing at Two Heads Consulting. Every Wednesday, I share tips on how you can grow your business through video without wasting too much time or money. If you like what you've seen so far and you want to be notified the next time we put out a video, then hit the subscribe button so you'll never miss one. So here are my 4 video marketing tips for startups in 2019. Number 1, make more videos. It's not enough anymore to have a promo video and some testimonials on your website. Nowadays, you need to constantly be creating video content to stay relevant in the eyes of your audience. Not just that, but you need to be having video that kind of follows your customer on every stage of the journey. Here are some examples of companies that do that really well. Sisense is a B2B analytics platform, but they've done a really incredible job on creating a comprehensive video marketing strategy. They have a YouTube channel full of tutorials, how-tos. On their website, they also host a promo video and a product video to give their customers a better sense of what they're going to get from this product. Obviously, not every startup can create that when they're just starting out, but notice how simplistic some of their tutorial videos are. It's enough to just do a screen recording or a talking head. It doesn't have to be crazy. But the more video content you create, the more your audience will hear about you and the more relevant you'll be. Tip number 2, optimize for mobile. What does this mean? Well, nowadays, most of the video content that we consume is actually on our cell phone, and we're usually consuming it on a platform like Facebook or YouTube. The industry standard used to be that videos were 16:9 and they started off with, some intro and ended with the credits. But nowadays, if you're watching on mobile, that means that you're not wasting a lot of time and you're involved in a lot of other things. You also need to make sure that your video is in the right context when you post it. So for example, on Facebook, people are very often scrolling text, which means that just posting a video isn't enough. You have to include some text either in the video or an intro bar at the top explaining what this video is about. I go into this more in depth in this video, but suffice it to say that if you have a great piece of content, but you put it in the wrong way on the wrong platform, no one is going to watch it. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or you want to post more videos on Facebook, make sure that you're optimizing it for the people that are watching it on their mobile phones. This will also put you ahead of the curve in terms of a lot of bigger companies that are still outdated in their video content strategy, and creating videos for 2019 will put you way ahead of the curve from even some bigger brands. Tip number 3, make it authentic. Now, authenticity is this word that gets thrown around a lot when people talk about video, right? We want it to be real, we want to feel connected. But what this really means practically is that authenticity trumps quality. I'll give you an example. Wistia, a video hosting platform, did an experiment where they created 3 different types of videos on 3 different types of budgets, all on the same product. The product was Soapbox, and they wanted to see if putting more money into a production resulted in better engagement from their viewers or more interest in their product. And what they found was really interesting. The first video that was filmed on an iPhone and just had, some basic lighting and audio was just as engaging and exciting to their audience as the $100,000 production, which again, sold the same product just in a fancier way. So don't worry so much about how beautiful or creative or fancy your video looks. Really focus on making it real, making it valuable to your audience, providing information or something that's useful to them. And don't worry so much about how the final product looks. 43% of millennials rank authenticity over quality, which means that they'd rather see content that's real and speaks to them directly than something that was highly produced. And 67% of Gen Zers would prefer interacting with a real person versus a brand. Because again, people want to get to know other people and connect with real people versus a big fancy company. So when you're just starting out, this actually could be of value to you. You can create a personal brand around your company with just one person, which is a lot easier to do than establish a company brand, which takes many years to do. Monday.com is a really great example of a company that's done this very effectively. When they just started out, they didn't have a lot of funds or money for marketing, but they created a really impressive marketing campaign with video, really basic video that they just shot with their phones and a cheap DSLR, and it wasn't even highly produced. But what made it so impactful was that there was one main character in that video who narrated for us and made us feel connected to the company. And that guy shows up in almost all of their promotional materials. The real and authentic nature of these videos made viewers feel like they were really taking part in the creation of this company, and they were part of the tribe that was getting it started. And they did a really great job in amassing an audience around a relatively basic and low cost video. So when you're a startup and you don't have a big budget, don't think big production company. Think, does anyone here have a cell phone and they can record what's going on? And then share it with our viewers. And tip number 4 is make sure you understand the point of your video. A lot of times companies will spend a lot of money on one video that then has to be used for marketing, sales, promotional materials, when the truth is that you really need different types of videos for different stages. So when you're creating your videos for your company, make sure that you have some sort of strategy and an understanding of where these videos are going and who they're talking to and what the point of this video is. For example, a video that can be used by the sales team isn't going to be one that you necessarily will be able to post on social media. And a video that will do really well on social media won't necessarily have an impact on sales. So take the time before you start producing to come up with the list of things that you really need videos for and create those videos. And again, you don't have to spend a lot of money or too much time. It might make sense to have somebody who has a really nice phone to be doing most of the filming at the beginning. And there's lots of free resources for creating these videos. So if you're ready to start creating videos for your startup, but you don't even know what to do next, then I've included in the description below a link to the exact worksheet that I use with my clients to help them get started creating their video marketing strategy. I walk you through step by step what questions you need to ask yourself and to figure out exactly what types of videos you should be creating and where you should be putting them. And once you put it into a little bit of perspective, it becomes a lot easier to get started. So check out the link in the description below. And if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments so I can keep creating valuable content for you. If you already have your videos and you're just trying to figure out how to edit them, then you can check out my How to Edit a Social Media Video online for free here. And you can also learn how to script your videos for social media in the most effective way possible. As always, I'm Sivan Felder, and I'll be back next week with another video.